In this lesson, we will talk about the different types of QD cable. After this training, you should be able to understand the differences between the IQ8D QD cable and the IQ8P QD cable, how to choose the correct QD cable for installation, and proper QD cable installation. QD cable differences. Both QD cables have 4 12AWG conductors with phase rotation built in. Both QD cables offer different SKUs, and each SKU has different connector lengths in between the microinverter connections. Each SKU also offers different amount of connectors per box. The IQ8D QD cable only has center tap connectors on one SKU. The IQ8P QD cable has center tap connectors built in on all 3 SKUs. The IQ8D QD cable is UL listed for North America and Canada. The IQ8P QD cable is not approved for Canada. Both cables can be used with the IQ8P 3P microinverter. The IQ8D QD cable has center tap connectors built into the QD cable after every 4th and 5th microinverter connector. The IQ8P QD cable has a center tap connector built into the cable after every 6th microinverter connection. Enphase recommends that the total percentage of voltage rise in the AC wiring be a maximum of 2%, with less than 1% voltage rise in the QD cable. Mitigate voltage rise by center feeding your circuits. Enphase recommends that a maximum of 9 IQ8 commercial microinverters are installed on either side of the center tap. Circuits with less than 8 commercial microinverters do not need to be center fed. Use voltage rise tables in the IQ8 commercial microinverter grid-tied PV system design guide to confirm. For circuits less than 8 microinverters, center feeding is not required. So depending on the connector spacing you need for your project, any of the SKUs below can be used. Then you can pull your home runs from the end of that circuit using field wireable connectors. For circuits that require center feeding, any of the SKUs below can be used depending on the connector spacing you need. You'll simply plug in the center tap adapter, use a male field wireable, and then pull your home run from that connection. When you cut any type of QD cable, always start the next series of modules by plugging into the next drop after the cut end. As you can see, the first section stops on drop 9, so the next sequence of microinverters should start with number 10 to keep phases balanced. If your circuit has multiple center tap connectors in it because of how the QD cable was cut, you're simply going to choose the center tap connector to pull your home run from that has the most microinverters on either side. In this first example, we're going to choose the center tap connector on the left because it has 4 microinverters on one side and the rest on the other. The other connector in that circuit would be a bad choice because it only has 2 microinverters on one side and the rest of the microinverters on the other. The second example, you could choose either center tap connector because it has the same microinverters on either side of that connection. Managing QD cable is important no matter what type of QD cable you choose for your project. Use QD cable managing clips to support the QD cable at intervals less than 6 feet. If you would like to learn more about which QD cable is right for your project, reach out to your Enphase field applications engineer or Enphase sales representative.